This is how I create the shadow or floating effect. I am going to show step by step two things, then some other examples. First, we need to make something simple that we can add a shadow to. The easiest way is to make a shape using hay bales. Once done, the shadow is created using the black hay bale. Do not make the shadow go all the way to the edge. I have left 2 hay bales from the edge. Also, you miss a line before placing the black bale, so it is not right up next to the shape. Place the bales in a line. Same along the other edge. Again, stopping before the last 2 hay bales of the shape. I missed 2 bales as my shadow is going to be 2 bales long. So I am just placing another line of black bales next to my first one on both the sides. And that's how you do a shadow. Personally, I always check by imagining as close to a straight line as possible from the edge of what I am making float to the edge of the shadow. Just zooming out as the effect is easier to see. Then all you do is place your items in the space you have made. Now I'm going to do something similar but using fences for the shape. Use whatever fence you like. While I'm making this, it's important to note that shadows can only be done in the 2 directions I am showing. If it helps you, think of them as a step but with black bale only. So that's my area to place items in later. As before, I need the black hay bale. As fences are bigger, I am going to make the shadow bigger, so this time leaving the space of 3 bales from the edge. As before, not placing right next to fence but leaving a gap. And placing a line of them along both the front edges. Line 2 next to first. And this time, as I want the shadow bigger and left a 3 bale gap from edge, I doing a third line of black bales. So now it done. As before, I am checking the edge of item lines up with the edge of the shadow. Zooming out so can see effect better. You can make many items float, so I have a few other examples to show. Plots with just a 1 bale shadow. An orchard. And finally a playpen, but any pen should work. So my 3 tips for creating shadow or a floating effect are: 1. It done using black hay bales. 2. It can only be created in the 2 directions shown. 3. While many things can be made to float, it's a good idea to check the shadow when done by looking at if the edge lines up. So give it a try.